Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming here this evening to the launch of Project Engage. We are delighted that Chief Rabbi Mirvis has joined us tonight, and in a few minutes' time he will be speaking on the Omer to kick off our new series of education for the community. Before I invite the Chief Rabbi, I would like to present some of the wonderful youth of our community who are going to share for a few moments of our time with all of us what it is about Bushey Shul that engages with them. Please welcome to the stage Joshua Adams, Rafi David, Jesse Sloan, Sam Jays, Lewis Solomon, and last but not least, Joshua Cass.
Tonight, we are gathered here together to celebrate the launch of Project Engage. Over the next few weeks, people from all walks of our community will come to Shul for religious, cultural, or historical motives. It is a place where I like to take the time to learn, pray, and socialise. In tribute to this new programme, my friends and I will share with you the aspects of Shul and Torah that connects us to our great heritage. For me, the Song of Yigdal, which we say every morning and at the end of the Friday night service, really engages with me for a number of reasons. The 11th belief says, Hashem rewards and punishes. After the episode of the golden calf, when Moshe smashed the 2 tablets of stone, Hashem still remained loyal to the Jewish people, picking them to be his people. It is this prayer which simplifies the meaning of Judaism and is something to be treasured for the Friday night service at Shul.
Hine ma tov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Behold how good and pleasant it is when brothers dwell together in unity. This well-known psalm speaks of the strength of the Jewish people when united as one, and how wonderful it is to be a nation of friends. To me, Bushey Shul is a place not only to daven, but also to socialise and engage in my community. Our community echoes this song for its family-friendly atmosphere, and I feel so privileged to be part of it because of this and so much more.
Ever since I was young, I have always loved reading, studying and learning. So the bracha that we recite every morning is extremely meaningful to me. We say, Baruch atah Hashem noten haTorah. Blessed are you Hashem, who gave us the Torah. We thank Hashem for the Torah, the written word from which we derive so much learning and understanding through study. From very young, I have been connected to Bushey Shul. I went through Bushey Gan and all the children's services, and I am now a member of the youth service. Even though I don't go to a Jewish school, Bushey Shul has given me the opportunity to enhance my learning through the words that I use in praying and singing to Hashem and communicating with others at Shul, which helps me to properly engage with my community and my Judaism.
As a child, I always loved climbing trees. Every Shabbat morning when we put the Torah back in the ark, we recite the famous song, It's Chaim He, a tree of life for those who grasp onto it and its supporters should be praised. This passage means a lot to me as the Bushey community has always been a place where I've been looked after and supported, just like the branches of a tree. From a very young age, I've attended Shul every Shabbat, and I look forward to engage with my friends and the community as I approach my bar mitzvah. And please God for many more years to come.
It says in the Haggadah, just before Yamda, and before all the verses of the Torah that describe our slavery in Egypt, say ulemat, go out and learn. Our rabbis tell us that a more literal meaning is to go out of our houses to Shul, to learn Torah and increase our Judaism. By engaging with all the programs on offer in this wonderful Shul, I truly see the benefits that going out of my house and into shul does for me.
One of my favourite songs during the Pesach Seder is Dayenu. Dayenu translates as, "It would have been enough." We sing to Hashem that all the miracles He did for us would have been enough. However, He continues to do more. To me, it would have been more than enough just to be free and to have the opportunity to practice openly and to go to a Jewish school. Yet, because of this great community that Bushey has, I have been very fortunate to be able to engage in so much more, and I look forward to engaging even more with the community.
At this time of year, on Shabbat Mincha, we recite Pirkei Avot, Ethics of the Fathers. In Pirkei Avot, it says, Ezehu Asher, Hasameach v'chelko. Who is rich? He who is happy with his lot. Pirkei Avot also tells us, Al tifrash min hatzibur. Don't separate yourself from the community. From this we can learn that we are happiest and therefore richest when we are engaged with the community. I have been part of this community since I was born, and have been lucky enough to have benefited from so many activities, events and programs put on by the shul. Over the next few weeks, the shul has a number of exciting programs on offer for the community to engage with. We thank the Chief Rabbi for joining us at the launch of this exciting program and look forward to engage with Engage.
I think the shul are offering a prize to anybody who could count the amount of times we said the word engage in that performance. Thank you very much to all of you, and especially given the busy exam period, I know how much effort and hard work you put in, so thank you very much. I want to at this stage say a couple of thank yous, and I'm going to start by thanking my wife Miriam, who's just dealing with something and will be back with us shortly, for everything that she does to help make this programme that you see with you tonight become a reality. Not only did she think of the word engage and the logo, but she actually thought of it not in a working environment. She was in her parents' house at Stamford Hill when she came up with the name Engage. She was at my parents' house in Manchester when she came up with the logo, and it shows you how sometimes the very best ideas come to you when you're not at work, and you have to grab onto them, very much like the tree of life that Lewis was describing a few moments ago, the Etz Chaim that we have to grab onto at all times. And it's my tribute to Miriam that she grabbed onto this idea, she ran with it, and she put on this beautiful evening that you see tonight before you. Whilst on the subject of thanking people, Miriam and I want to say a huge thank you to our chairman Stephen Roston and our vice chairman Mark Abrahams, who have helped turn tonight and all of our programmes into a reality. They are the forward thinkers who plan ahead. They give us the advice, the support needed to turn all of our pieces of paper with notes on into actual events. So thank you for everything you've done, and it's an absolute pleasure that we can put this on tonight for the community. We are already working on our next Engage programme, and in the next few months, please God, you'll find out what it involves, including hopefully a trip abroad for the community. Now, if you want to find out where we're going, you can turn to one of the pages on the brochure. On the last week, there is an Engage with Engage session where we will be putting these ideas forward, and you can come and tell us if you'd rather go to Morocco, Austria, Poland, or some other places. So come and have your say. And now, to our keynote speech. After the Chief Rabbi has spoken about the Omer, he will be conducting a question and answer session. And I know that many of you are very shy, so hopefully we'll get a few of you at least to ask some questions from all the audience. A few years ago, when the Chief Rabbi was inducted in St. John's Wood, he gave a speech entitled Come With Me, where he took the well-known famous posuk that the Chazan says when we take the Sefer Torah out of the ark, Gadlu Lashem iti unaroimama shema yachdav. We say, come with me, declare the praises of God. And the chief rabbi took this idea that he wants us all to join him on a journey and come with him to take the name of Hashem and to run with it by building great communities that offer educational and all sorts of other programs. And it's a pleasure to work for a community that emphasize the chief rabbi's dream. We are literally doing this every single day, putting on events, putting on programs to build the next great community. And therefore I think it's really fitting that the chief rabbi himself is with us tonight to help kick off this new program of Engage that you might have seen on some of the brochures you'll post, your emails and text messages. So without any further ado, it's my great pleasure to introduce Chief Rabbi Ephraim Mervis to speak about the Omer, Zionism and anti-Semitism.